Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Eunice. If this is the first time you are tuning into this channel, this is a channel where I share more tips on natural hair and also on personal development, self-growth, personal finance, anything that will help you improve upon yourself and your well-being. So today I am here to share with you some podcasts that you can listen to or some podcast apps that you can download and listen to. The reason why I want to share with you these podcast apps is because there are a lot of things that podcasts cover on, from motivational speeches to things on well-being, growth, career development, anything that will help you improve upon yourself and well-being. And personally, I like to listen to podcasts because they are really, really convenient to listen to when you're going anywhere, whatever you're doing. You could just tune into your podcast just as you listen to your radio, and then you listen. So you can be listening to your podcast and be doing other activities but still listen to your podcast. And I really like to listen to them because it helps me. And these podcasts that I'm coming to show with you are my favorites. I listen to a couple of podcast channels on these platforms, and I want to share with you these podcast apps. So the first app is the Google Podcast. Now this podcast is a very, very convenient one and it is free. So this podcast is very useful, and that is, I think this is my first podcast app that I downloaded, and there are a lot of podcast channels on it that relate from education to personal development to religious podcasts, um, career related podcasts. All of these are featured on the Google Podcast. So if you don't know of Google Podcast, you can go onto your Play Store or your Apple. I don't know if it's on Apple Store, but you can go to your Play Store and check it out there. Now, the second app that I would also talk about that you can listen to podcasts on is on Spotify. I know Spotify is more like for music, where you can listen to music on, but they also have a podcast segment where there are some podcasts apps, or there are some podcasts channels featured on it, so you can listen to a couple of podcasts. Personally, what I listen to on the Spotify app is the motivational podcast and also podcasts relating to relationship talks. Yeah. Now the third app is the Podbean, which is also another podcast app, and that as well you can listen to various kinds of podcasts on it. And specifically, I listen to religious sermons or anything that would help improve upon my spirituality on the Podbean. And that is, for me, that is what the Podbean is well suitable for. But it also features some other podcast channels that you can check out on it. So these are my three favorite podcast app, and most of the times I'm listening to motivational talks, I'm listening to relationship talks, relationship advice. I'm also listening to religious podcasts, and I hope you check these podcasts apps out. You can check them up on your Play Store or your Apple Store. You can check them out on those platforms and download them. So if you haven't started listening to podcasts, I would entreat you, especially with motivational podcasts, because that is what I like to listen to. I entreat you, if you don't listen to podcasts, to do so, because a little bit of listening to these can add a little bit of positivity and also good vibes to your day and help you improve upon your mental health and also your general well-being. So the next time I would be sharing my favorite podcast channels on these podcast platforms, why I like them and why I think you should also check them out. So make sure that you come back to the channel, and also if you haven't yet subscribed, please do want to hit on the subscribe button so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. I hope that you download these podcast apps, and I hope that this video was useful. If it was, Let me know, or if you have any other podcasts that you also listen to that I haven't listed here, you can let me know in the comment section below. I would check these out, and also let me know why you like those podcasts. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you sometime next week. Until then, as always, just stay blessed.